What's up guys, Garrett with self.dev. Today we're doing another HTML tutorial for you. In this one we're going to talk about divs, the doctype tag, HTML tags, the head tag, and body tags. Now a lot of these elements aren't going to actually change anything on the page as far as the style goes. They're basically hidden tags that just give the browser some extra information. But the first one we're going to talk about is the div tag. Now generally this one is going to make a little bit of a change to your page because you're going to be using CSS to style or change how the divs function. But right now, since we're not using CSS, they're not going to make any noticeable change. If we save right now and then open with live server, so you can see I've got a few of these open here, but we'll refresh, and this is what our list item section looks like right now. If we go back to our code and we add those divs before and after, so we're nesting everything inside here in the div, and then we'll save. And then again, this indentation doesn't do anything, but it helps with readability. So you want to make sure your code's readable. Now we save and go back to here and refresh, and nothing is really changed. But if we inspect the page, we can see that we've got our div tag here. Now, usually, like I said, you're going to have CSS that is going to change how the div functions on the page or how it looks. But right now, it's just a container element. Now the next tag we are going to talk about is the Doctype tag. So this is how it is written. You'll have the exclamation mark. Make sure Doctype is capitalized. That's important on some older browsers. And then HTML. And this is basically saying, hey browser, this is an HTML file. You need to interpret it that way. Like I said, the doc type needs to be capitalized. Whenever you're writing code, assume it's case sensitive and make sure you match the casing. HTML for the most part isn't case sensitive, but JavaScript and a lot of other languages are. So it's better to just build the habit of paying attention to that case sensitivity now than running into a lot of problems later. Speaking of problems, one of the biggest problems you're going to have as a developer is, at least starting out, is spelling errors. You'll add a style to like an li, like you'll add a class to that, and then you'll go to the style sheet to add the class and style it there, and you'll have like one letter off, and you'll probably spend like 10-15 minutes just trying to figure out why your styles aren't being applied to that element. So also make sure you pay attention to spelling as well. So that is the doctype tag. The next one is going to be the HTML tag, if we can spell that right. This is going to go right after your doctype, and the doctype is going to go at the top of the file. This should be your first tag in the HTML file, and then the HTML tag should be your second. And then we'll put that there, and then at the bottom of the file as well, after everything else. And this, again, isn't going to change how the page looks at all. It's basically just providing some extra information to the browser, and it's saying, hey, everything inside of here is HTML code. Now, the next tag is going to be the head tag, and we're going to indent that, and it's going to be head, and you're going to have the standard opening and closing tag. There are a lot of meta tags that go in here, so usually what's in the head tag is not going to actually be displayed on the page. The only thing that would change is the title, and that is going to affect what is displayed in the tab up here. But we're going to get more into the tags that go here in a later lesson. For now, all you need to know is that the head tag is going to contain a lot of meta tags and links to style sheets. And then after that, we need the body tag. And this is saying, hey, this is the body of our document. This is pretty much all of the code that gets rendered to the screen. We're going to go ahead and select all this and indent it twice, so it looks nice and nested. And then the closing body tag is going to go right before our HTML tag here. And that's saying, hey, anything in here, this is going to be the readable code that's rendered to the screen. Now, that's about it for this one. We're going to keep it short and sweet. Now, for the challenge, I want you to add a doc type to the top of your HTML code, then wrap everything in the HTML tag, add the head and body tags, and wrap all of your rendered code inside the body tag. Then I want you to stick the things your animal likes and the things your animal dislikes. I want you to wrap that in a div tag. So nest everything inside of a div. Then nest your 3 facts inside of a div. Actually nest each one of these inside of a div. So wrap fact number 1 inside of a div, wrap fact 2 in a div, wrap fact 3 in a div. and then wrap your form in a div as well. Now, that shouldn't really change how your page looks for the most part. So what I want you to do for the challenge is grab a screenshot of your code. If you have Windows, you can use snipping tool. It will let you basically grab a screenshot of whatever you want. So just go to your code, drag and drop the box, and then you've got a picture of your code, and then stick that inside the Discord for the HTML challenge number 5, I believe. Yeah. All right, guys, I think that's about it. So I will see you next time. Peace.
1.